Hi everyone. Well, it's been almost a month and a lot's happened, and I just thought I better get on here, make a little video, let you know what's been going on, because like I said, it's been a month. So let me just start with a little bit of life stuff and let you know what's been happening. Last time I made a video was right after Cole was born, and I did the giveaway. Happy to report all three ladies got in touch with me, and I got all of their packages out, and I've received the fact that they've all gotten them, and so that was great. I'm glad everybody got theirs, and I hope they enjoy stitching those. And so now, gosh, what's been going on since Cole was born? Well, he was born on Friday. Thanksgiving was the next Thursday, and so we went up to Emily's aunt's for Thanksgiving, and that was a very nice evening that I spent with Cole's new family, or Cole's new to their family, I should say, and so that was a great time with Emily's parents and her aunt and uncle and a few and her sisters, so that was fun. Anyway, right after Thanksgiving, I got that horrible cold that's been going around that everybody has been getting, and it was miserable. It lasted a good 2 weeks, and so Emily and Isaiah moved up to her mom and dad's house because the new baby didn't want him around me. I didn't want to be around him at all, and I'm sure they didn't want me to be around him, and so they moved up there, and so totally missed the first few weeks of Cole's life because he was up at the other grandma and grandpa's house, but that was the best thing for everybody, you know, especially for him. I missed a few days of work. I probably missed 3 or 4 days of work. I would think I was better. I'd go back to work and I would be home again all day the next day because it was just bad. It was just the regular cold, congestion, little tiny bit of a sore throat, but that wasn't bad at all, and then a little bit of coughing later, but I'm all better now, and Cole is back home, and even though I didn't get to hold him or talk to him or see him for a couple weeks, I'm back in the groove again, and it's just so nice to have him home and hear his sweet little cries. I love to hear little babies cry. To me, it means they're communicating with us, and I mean, that's the only communication they know, and so when I hear him crying, it's like, oh, Cole is telling us he's hungry, or he needs his pants changed or something. So anyway, it's been just now that he's back home, he's been back home for about a week. It's just great. So anyway, so that happened. And then after I got better, but before Cole came home, I have a friend who, she's kind of a snowbird. They live in Sitka during the summer, and then they travel around in their, it's like a fifth wheeler with this huge truck. It's almost like the front of a semi truck, but it's not. It's got another name to it, but it's huge, like the front end of a semi. Anyway, they are staying in Nevada, but she came up for about 5 days, and so we spent 5 days, me still not totally ready to go out and do things, but we just like to hang out, and we've been friends since high school. So she came up, and then she just left, I think it was Wednesday morning, then Cole came home Wednesday night, and I got back to work and everything was fine, but then it's like already 10 days to Christmas or something by that time. I have done no shopping between Thanksgiving, the birth of Cole, me getting sick, trying to make it 3 days of work. It was like there was no way I could get I couldn't even do online shopping. However, I did listen to Flosstube, and I did get some stitching in, which I'm going to show you in a minute. But anyway, so I finally, and then I spent the next few days doing a little bit of shopping as I could. I got packages into the mail for the grandkids in Texas and my daughter and her husband in Nevada. And so thank goodness that was out. I had to do the 2-day shipping, so make sure it would get there. And I might as well just send them a check because they would be rich for the cost of those if I sent them the mailing fees too, because it's expensive to mail 2-day from Alaska to anywhere actually. Anyway, that is done. Now I just have to do a little bit of shopping after work a few nights next week to get everything done for everybody up here. So in between that time, I have got some stitching done, and I didn't know if I was going to have time to do a video today or not, because I went to a high tea brunch with some friends here, and they were going to come over, and we were going to, a couple of them are quilters, and then a couple of them cross stitch. And as it turned out, one of them's kind of got a cold, and so we decided probably wouldn't be that good to have him come over here. Cole was here, then we didn't want, so anyway, we didn't want him around a cold, so they went on their way. It was a really nice high tea, and I am like on a sugar high now, so I decided I'll come home and do a video. So here I am, and I'm really glad, because I didn't want you guys all to think I dropped off the edge of the earth or something up here. So anyway, I thought, okay, I'll get this together, and of course I'm running around trying to get everything together. It's a lot of work to get ready for these videos, and I'm gonna have to adopt some of like Jessie Marie, where she does something and she sets it in one place and doesn't touch it till after the video's over. And so that's what I'm going to have to do, instead of trying to go around and gather everything up. Because as it is, one of the things I want to show you couldn't find today. And I know it's got to be over in my stitching area somewhere. So I have a couple new starts. I worked on a year of whips, and I'm starting to do a stitch along with a couple of ladies, and I'll get into all that. So let me start. Okay, one of the things that I've been working on, I showed you last time that I'd started a Christmas thing called Merry Christmas to All, and that's what it looks like. And I'm almost done with it. Here it is. See if I'm getting the whole thing in the picture here. And I'm almost done. I'm done with the ornaments. I've got a little bit more. Let's see if I can do this so I can show you. I've got a little bit more of the strings that go up from the ornaments up. And then I've got some more treasure braid to put in, but I ordered it and I haven't gotten it yet. And what it is like, I know you probably can't see it, but there was no sparkly threads required in the pattern at all, and I just decided it needed some. So what I did is I stitched it. I did change the Merry Christmas to All. It was charted as green, but I liked the gold, yellow gold better, and so I did chart that. I did change the color on that, and then I decided it needed sparkly, so I just took a single strand of the treasure braid and I went over the stitching again, and I did that on some of the ornaments. And so I just have the treasure braid on top of, I didn't blend it because blending is kind of a pain, but it really looks good to have the treasure braid just laying on top of the DMC. So, and I've done that on some of the ornaments. I'm waiting for some red treasure braid and some blue treasure braid to come in so I can do those. So I'm hoping, I don't know if it'll be done and hangable for Christmas or not, but I hope so. And if I get that stuff in the next day or two, then it should be ready to hang for Christmas, because I have very few Christmas decorations. You can see some right there. I mean, I usually have a lot, and I think maybe at the end of this video I will show you pictures of how I decorated last year, which was really nice. I have this sparkly shiny little Christmas tree, and it's kind of, I'm just not into putting up huge trees anymore. The kids have in their kind of apartment area that they have downstairs in my house, they've put up a big Christmas tree. I mean, it's Cole's first Christmas and all that kind of stuff. I did save all my little thread ends, and put them into a little ornament. I've never done that before, and when I saw you guys mention that, oh yeah, you save your little threads and then you put them in a glass ornament. So I found a glass ornament, and so these are probably been saved since about September, October maybe, can't remember. But so I thought that was pretty cute, and I've got a few more that I can add into it. So yeah, that's a Christmas decoration that I got done. I have a few of these little light up trees that are really cute, and I just put them on the table. You'll see how I put them up. And that's about it. I mean, normally there's a lot more, but I'm going to show you, like I said, a little bit of what it was that I did last year. All right, the Year of Whips piece that I worked on a little bit. I mean, I did actually get a little bit of stitching done when I was sick, some of the days that I wasn't too bad. But I worked on the deep sea fish that I've been working on, and I'm hoping to get this one finished within the first couple months of the new year, because it's big blocks of color and it goes really fast. And it's on Aida, which is a real simple to count fabric, as we all know. So anyway, last time I think I only had this section here done. All right. Now I got the big yellow guy done. And I was so happy I wasn't going to stop till I got him done. And then I got some of the coral down below him done, and a little bit more green. So I'm real happy with the progress on that. He went pretty fast. I stitched on him, pretty much got him done while my friend was here visiting from Nevada. So I got that. So I did work on some Year of Whips. Then the next one, the next two are actually new starts. And this one here is one that I'm doing as a stitch along with Marlene, Stitching by the Lake, and she started it, and a couple other ladies, and I feel so bad. I should have wrote their names down because I'm really bad at that. But it's the Cornwall sampler, and that's the one, I mean, not sampler, the Cornwall Cottage sampler by Rosewood, and that's the pattern pamphlet that I can't find. And it's like I wasn't working on it but a week or two ago, and believe me, it's just being sick and everything just kind of makes you go crazy. I'm going to insert a picture either right around now or maybe towards the end of the video, because I'm not quite sure how to splice this video and put one in. Maybe I can just put one over the top of me talking. That I might be able to do. But anyway, it is one that is done in kind of like a maroonish kind of color, pretty much all of it, that and green and I think a little bit of brown, but I'm a blue and purple and yellow fan. Those are my favorite colors, and so I thought, oh, wait a minute, I'm going to do them all in that. So this is how much of it I have done, and it is in blues and purples and yellows. And I'm kind of having to pick the color as I go onto each motif. I'm trying to keep the dark blue and purple in the in the outer edge of the sampler. And then, let me see, and then I'm trying to keep the medium colors as kind of like the second row, and then like the yellows and lighter colors inside. And then there's a basket that is, let me see if I can get all of it. And there's a basket that goes in the center, and that's going to be, I think, darker yellow and kind of a brownish color. And of course, then all the stuff that is supposed to be greenery is in the greens, in a light green and a dark green. And I'm doing it all on with NPI silk threads. And this fabric is just a 28 or 32, I think it's 32. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 32 count even weave. And I think I didn't mean to, but I took it off, but it's probably, don't know, next time maybe I'll have that. So anyway, that I've been working on. And so, and we're doing the little stitch along, and it's fun. Next thing I started was my November, was it my November start? I don't know if I started this in October or November, and maybe you've seen it, but if you've seen it, you only sew part of it, and I've done almost twice what I had gotten done before, and that is the Jane Stickle Civil War quilt from 1863. If you're doing the actual, oh yeah, I know, because I remember telling you I had done the quilt also, but in purples and blues. And this one I'm doing in the authentic Civil War colors. And even though they look like this, I'm sure with the way fabrics were not color fast 160 years ago, all these colors were, I'm sure, a more brilliant color, like the yellows and all that were more brilliant, and the greens were more brilliant back then. But over the years, it's faded. And that's right, and I was going to bring out my quilt and do that. Well, it's just been too crazy. I will hopefully be able to get that. I know exactly where it is in my sewing room. It's just a matter of getting it out before I start my video. And I'll show you what my quilt looks like compared to this. I still don't have the triangles done. I've got all of the center blocks done, and there are a lot more in the actual quilt than here. Because here there's only 32 center blocks. I think there's 189, and they're all little 4-inch blocks, but I will show you that. Anyway, like I said, I only had a quarter of it done last time. Now I am super close to having the top half done. And here it is. In fact, I'm supposed to start something new today, and I don't know if I'll continue working on this until I get the actual top half done, because it's just so tempting. But here is where it is today. And as you can see, I'm almost done. I'm going to get it up a little closer so you can see some of the detail. I'm almost done with the top half. And I seem to be able to do the amount that I do, like a quarter of it. I can get that done in a week of evenings, and then a day or two on the weekend. And so it will be done. It'll probably take a couple months, because I will put it away and work on other things. It's just so tempting that every time I go through my bin of, okay, what am I pulling out this week to work on, it wants to be worked on so bad. And when I get it done, I will be one happy person. So anyway, so that is basically what I've been working on over the past month. And then I joined the round robin and I think it's from Cross Stitch Finish Line. And I got matched up with, there's 6 of us, that are going to be working on things, and it's going to be a lot of fun. The 6 of us all come from different states, and it's pretty fun because I have been to every one of their states, and it's really going to be fun. What I chose to do, and what I should start on tonight, because I need to have my part done before, I think we have to send them off to the first person in the round robin, January 17th, if I'm correct. But what I decided to do is something I've had in my stash for 100 years. It's called the Herb Garden by Leisure Arts. And is there a designer? I don't know, and I don't have my glasses on, so even if there is a designer, I probably wouldn't be able to read who it is. But it's back, a chart from 1990. 1990? I don't know. I really should put my glasses on so I could see what I'm trying to tell you. But anyway, it's called the Herb Garden. I've been wanting to do it for a long time, and I figured this will actually split up really well. I'm going to do the top greening board, and then do the borders around it, and then the other 5 ladies will 4 of them will be doing 2 blocks each, 2 of the little herby things, and then one person will do 1 block and the bottom greenery, and I figured that splits up pretty well, and this is going to be so much fun, and it's going to be so much fun to just wait for it to come back to me, and it'll be done, and I can hang it up, and it's just DMC threads, and I don't know if there's, probably going to do it on an even weave, because I'm sure there's 3/4 stitch. Yeah, I mean, even weave is what I'm going to do, probably 28 count. And don't know if I'm going to go with the, antique white, creamy kind of background or not. I haven't decided that, but I need to decide it pretty quick. So I'm going to get that done. I've already been doing a little shopping. Oh, and I won a giveaway. And I'm so excited about it. I was so excited. There was nobody home because Cole was up with it. They were living up at Emily's mom's house. But I was so excited. I was just yelling and screaming, because it's like I don't usually enter giveaways unless I really, really, really want to do them. But when this one came up, it was the one from A Stitch Too Far. She lives in Holland. Sweetest lady, most beautiful work. And when that came up that her giveaway was going to be some hand-dyed floss from her local needlework shop, I just thought, oh my gosh, I would love to have some of that floss. That would just be so exciting and special to me. And her new video came out, and I was at work, and I thought, oh, okay, I'll watch it when I get home. And something just kept bugging me. And so when I got home that night, I was watching it and going through the whole video, and then she goes, okay, let's do, the drawing. And she did it, and she said, okay, it's number 7. And she whipped over and on her spreadsheet, and she said, number 7 is the Northern Stitcher. And I really couldn't believe it. It's like, did I really hear that? And I was so excited, and I had to send text to my kids and say, you won't believe this. Look at this. It hasn't got here yet, and I was kind of wanting to hold off on the video till I got it so I could show it to you, but I will do another one when I get it. I have some time off during the between Christmas and New Year's, and I think I've got like 6 days that I don't have to do Christmas shopping. I don't have to do any cooking or baking or wrapping or mailing. I don't even have to do housework if I don't want. And you know what? I might even not do that. But I'm going to be stitching up Storm, getting my herb garden ready to go, and hopefully I will have the flosses, and from the Netherlands, and I will show it all to you. I'll do a new video and show it all to you. And I'm just so excited to do that. All right, I'm going to be doing, I wanted to kind of do a wrap up today too, but it's just like there's no way I could have gathered everything together for my finishes for the year. So maybe I will do that at the beginning of the year during that break and show you the finishes that I got done this year and what I've accomplished and my plans for 2017. I have a new start I'm supposed to do around the 26th of December, whether that's going to actually happen or not, or whether I'm going to wait. I ordered a chatelaine, and I know they take a couple months to get here, so, and I just ordered it 2 or 3 weeks ago. So that will probably be start later on. But I have so many that I want to do. Anyway, I want to also give a little shout out to Sonia in New Zealand. She's been having a stitchy bug problem recently. It's just like it's hiding from her. She's like, so everyone needs to give her some encouragement and tell her to, you know, I mean, I told her, go ahead, take a break. Everybody deserves a break now and again. But Sonia, I'm rooting for you that your stitchy bug's going to find you again. Maybe I'll pack one of mine up, because sometimes I think I have more than one. I have one that goes to work with me and bugs me that to retire so that I can go home and stitch. Maybe for now, since I'm not going to retire for a while, Sonia, I'm going to send you that stitchy bug, because I have one that just, he doesn't really go out very often. He just hangs around the house waiting for me to come home. And I could probably do okay with just the one. I could let you have my work bug, because I can't do anything about it. I have to ignore him. I have to tell him, quiet, get back in my purse or wherever, and leave me alone, because I have a job to do. So Sonia, you get the work stitchy bug. It's going to come to you, and I want you to keep him busy, because I mean, I'll give him a little bit of a, what do you call it, pep talk before I send him down. Let him know that you've got some of your whips to do. You've got all these beautiful things that you're working on. And I'll just tell him to keep nudging you so that you can get it done. And I hope everyone else's stitchy bug stays with them and they get some time off over the holiday season to work and get a lot of stuff done. Anyway, I think that was all the updates I have. I still have plans to bring a bunch of, there was one, I'm going to interrupt here, and you know, as Jerry does, it's like, I think our brains have many rabbit trails inside of them, because I'll be talking about something and something will knock, you know, ding, ding, ding. There was a beautiful Christmas piece that my mother made for me, and I think it got put away last Christmas, even though I like to keep it out year round. And I think my grandson was helping me put stuff away, and that got put downstairs, and he's not here today right now. They're up doing a cookie decorating thing at Emily's mom's house. But I'm going to try to get that out, and it'll be shown to you after Christmas, because I know I won't get anything done before Christmas. And I will show you that. I also want to get pictures from my sister-in-laws on the piece that my mom made for them, because she made us all beautiful Christmas pieces. And so I want to get that and insert those pictures for you. So anyway, I'm going to go, and I'm going to try to get that Rosewood Manor Cornwall cottage sampler up so you can see what this stitch along is that a few of us are doing. And I'm going to say goodnight. And you all have a happy holiday season, and stay safe, stay warm, and just have a great time with your families. Anyway, talk to y'all later. Bye.